in the game.
Okay. EA Sports is in the game.
This is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the NC State Wolfpack. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Hokies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Snod. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And they got it.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Plucks it out of the air. Great move. Now he's got room. Snags it, and there's running room. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Really nice decision by the quarterback at 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's Reynolds. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one, finds some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running is able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, the bad news on defense is you gave up a big completion. The good news, though, you showed great effort making a tackle and getting them down inside the 5-yard line. Effort does matter, and we'll see. If they can hold the offense here to 3 points, that might be the type of play defensively that may win you this game.
First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks and 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Third and 6 yards to go. He wants to change this route. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Open space and caught, and he's got room. He's inside the 40, the 20. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finish shows just how potent they are, an 88-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Heath. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency.
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves him in a hole. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
A loss of 11 on the play. Third down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Fresno State taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's Fresno State looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the ACC.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Finds his man, it's Snod. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab. It's Keith. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Hokies moving quickly to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage, they took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. He spins that thing down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense, glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They'll wrap him up, and he is stopped well short of the first down marker.
Man, that's a rough rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Bailey. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
2nd down, he'll throw it. This one's complete. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab on the left. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Gets away. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the counter play. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The give out of the gun. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Next up, 4. Second down coming up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Running inside, it's Davis. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it fly. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.